knife shining underneath the kitchen light. Black car waiting somewhere deep into the night. Heavy bass rolling with a slow heartbeat. Dark streets breathing underneath my feet. Walk flame rising, smoke across the room. Still hits wood inside the midnight gloom. Gouge whispers through the neon haze. I learn to stay calm in the hardest days. No rush, no fear. Eyes clear, move when the time is near. Red knife, cutting through the pressure. Cold mind turning pain into a measure. Heavy bass knocking while the city sleeps. Shining strings running through the rhythm deep. Red knife, sharp but never wild. I learned control when I was just a child. No fake crown, no borrowed life. I built my strength with the steady knife. And glowing over tables in the rain. Old streets carrying stories nobody explains. Oil hits, steel sparks jump into the dark. Every sound reminds me where I made my mark. I watched people change when the money came. Same faces smiling, but they weren't the same. So I stopped believing everything I heard and started judging people by every single word. No, by every action. I don't need a loud voice to command respect. I move with patience, I calculate the next. No fake loyalty, sitting close to my throne. I'd rather walk 10 miles than walk with the wrong ones. Money can buy a seat, but it can't buy trust. Power can't open doors, but character is a must. I came from pressure, I came from the rain. Every hard lesson puts steel in my brain. Slow ride, red light, bass low. Shining underneath the neon signs. I keep the engine low while I organize my mind. Don't need to prove what I've already become. The work speaks louder when the talking is done. Walk fire glowing like a signal in the night. Bouge ain't floating while the city loses light. I don't chase every battle placed before my eyes. Real strength is knowing which ones I'm worth the fight. A blade can cut through steel, but discipline cuts deeper. The strongest hand is the one that knows when to stay still. Red knife, cutting through the pressure. Cold mind turning pain into a measure. Heavy bass knocking while the city sleeps. Chinese strings running through the rhythm deep. Red knife, sharp but never wild. I learned control when I was just a child. No fake crown, no borrowed life. I built my strength with the steady knife. Lesson I learned, walk fire, burning, still on wood. Turn every hard night into something good. No borrowed name, no temporary crew. I keep my word to the ones who stay true. Let the whole city sleep while the bass runs low. They know the style, they know the code. Red knife, cold mind. One move. Black car gliding with the red lights glow. Windows dark, heavy bass running low. City keeps talking, I don't answer back. Slow wheels cutting through the midnight black. Walk fire flashing from a doorway inside. Knife taps wood with the rhythm of the ride. Boozing bends through the smoke in the air. I learn real power never needs to declare. Cold hand, clear mind. One move, right time. No rush, no fear. Keep the loyal ones near. Cold, steady when the pressure gets high. Black wheels moving underneath the red sky. Heavy bass knocking while the whole block sleeps. Chinese strings cutting through the rhythm so deep. Cold, I don't gamble my name. Every move measured when I step in the game. No fake love, no promises sold. Heart stays loyal, but the hand stays cold. red lantern swinging over tables at night. Steam fills the room underneath low light. Oil hits the wok, hear the hot steel sing. Oh, chef moving like he doesn't need a king. I learned a lesson when I had no cash. Move with bitches, never move too fast. Everybody wants power when the table is full. Very few stay solid when the nights turn cruel. I came from the floor, now I sit with the best, but I never let success put my mind to rest. No borrow respect, I earn my place. Never change my code for a temporary taste. Money gets counted, loyalty gets tested. Words mean nothing till the action gets invested. I don't need revenge when somebody walks away. I just close that door and keep building every day.
Cold hand, slow ride, bass low, red lights.
Rain on the hood, reflection stretch long. Deep kick moving while the night rolls on. Black suit clean, but the members stay rough. I remember when a little had to feel like enough. Now I got choices, but I choose control. Can't let a dollar put the price on my soul. Keep the circle tight and the vision ahead. I'd rather have truth than a room full of friends.
A cold head doesn't mean a cold heart. It means when pressure comes, emotion doesn't make the move. Stay calm, think twice, move once.
Cold hands, steady when the pressure gets high. Black wheels moving underneath the red sky. Heavy bass knocking while the whole block sleeps. Chinese strings cutting through the rhythm so deep. I don't gamble my name. Every move measured when I step in the game. No fake love, no promises sold. Heart stays loyal, but the hand stays cold.
But the hand stays cold.
Walk flame high, knife rhythm clean. Black car rolling through the neon scene. No loud talk, let the work speak first. I learned self-control when I lived through the worst. They can keep the spotlight, I stay in my lane. Built every level from pressure and pain. When the whole room shakes and the night gets cold, my heart stays true,
my hand stays cold. Cold hand, clear mind, stay solid. I thought I lost everything, but I didn't know the fall was building me.
I remember that night when the money ran dry. Sitting in the dark while I stared at the sky. Phone full of silence, nobody called. Dreams on the floor like they already died. I had a plan but the plan collapsed. Had a little hope, then the hope went black. People I trusted started walking away. Promise it disappeared at the end of the day. They said you're finished. I heard every word, but something inside me refused to be heard. I could've stayed there, I could've blamed the world. Could've let that failure define who I was. But I looked in the mirror and then I made one vow. If I fall tonight, I'll come back somehow.
Every scar on my skin tells me where I've been. Every loss that I took made me harder within. I was built from the fall, forged inside the pain. Every time I lost, I came back again. They thought I was finished, they thought I was gone, but pressure made a weapon out of what I was on. I didn't need love, I didn't need that call. I became the man who was built from the fall.
First I lost the money, then I lost the crew. Then I lost the people who said they stay true. Funny how the room gets empty when the table ain't full. Funny how they disappear when you stop looking cool. So I stopped asking, who's gonna stay? Started asking, what can I build today? 1 hour, 1 skill, 1 plan, 1 boost. Small steps every night, that's how winners improve. No mansion yet, no diamonds on the wrist. Just a black hoodie, dark eyes, and a reason to exist. I wasn't chasing fame, I was chasing control. Trying to turn a broken life into something whole. Listen, 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 listen. Figure showed me who was really on my side. Pain showed me what I had to leave behind. Thought showed me what money couldn't buy. Pressure showed me how to look fear in the eye. Stop chasing validation, stop explaining my situation. Stop begging for respect, started building reputation. You can knock me down, I don't stay there. You can close the door, I'll build another staircase. You can laugh today, it's okay. I remember every voice when I finally make my way. No revenge, no drama, no need to attack. I let the results put the whole story on the map.
Maybe the worst night was necessary. Maybe losing everything was the beginning. Maybe I needed to fall so I could finally learn how to stand.
From the back of this car, black glass reflecting all the wounds and scars. Mask face, cold eyes, but the heart still remembers every empty night. Now there's gold on the wrist, but the gold means nothing if I forget the road. I remember cold floors, cheap meals, long nights and dreams nobody believed. That's why I don't feel losing anymore.
I've already lost enough to know how to rebuild. The man you see now wasn't born with power. He was created one failure at a time. I was built from the fall, forged inside the pain. Every time I lost, I came back again. They thought I was finished, they thought I was gone, but pressure made a weapon out of what I was on. I didn't need love, I didn't need their call. I became the man who was built from the fall, built from the fall, built from the pain, built from the nights when nobody knew my name. I didn't lose my future, I built it from the fall. If you fall, don't ask why you fell. Ask yourself, who are you going to become when you stand again?
Everybody wants it fast. Fast money, fast fame, fast success. But anything built too fast can disappear just as fast.
I used to want the money overnight, wanted the mansion, wanted all the lights, wanted everybody to know my name, wanted the victory without playing the game. I watched another man get ahead, started comparing every step in my head. Thought I was losing because I was slow, didn't understand what I needed to grow, so I rushed every move, made decisions from fear, chased every opportunity that appeared. Some doors look golden but they weren't for me, some roads look shorter but they killed the dream. Then I learned a strong foundation takes time. Built slow, built strong. I kept moving when the road felt long. No shortcuts, no overnight crown. Brick by brick, while the world counted me out. They want it fast, I want it forever. They chased the moment, I built something better. Built slow, built strong. Now what I built won't disappear when the pressure comes. I've stopped watching what everybody else had, started improving the skills that I lack. 1 year, one goal, one direction, less distraction, more execution. I didn't need 10 opportunities, I needed one like a master. Didn't need instant success, I needed something that would last longer. Every failure became another brick, every lesson made the foundation thick. People laughed because they couldn't see the plan, they only saw the beginning, never understood the end. Built slow, built strong. I kept moving when the road felt long. No shortcuts, no overnight crown. Brick by brick, while the world counted me out. They want it fast, I want it forever. They chased the moment, I built something better. Built slow, built strong. Now what I built won't disappear when the pressure comes. Look, fast success can create a weak mind. Fast money can disappear overnight. Fast fame can make you lose yourself. Fast decisions can destroy your wealth. I chose patience, I chose preparation, I chose discipline over desperation. While they were looking for the next big thing, I was becoming the next big thing. That's the difference. You don't build an empire by rushing every brick. You build it by placing every brick correctly. One day, 1 month, 1 year, then suddenly everybody asks, how did you get here? They didn't see the thousands of moves that happened before the results. Slow doesn't mean weak, quiet doesn't mean losing, invisible doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes the strongest growth happens where nobody can see it. Midnight rain, black glass reflecting every year of pain. Mass face, calm mind, I don't chase the noise. I know what I build, I know why I made the choice. Gold on the wrist, lights across the street, but the real victory is knowing I didn't cheat. I didn't skip the struggle, I didn't fake the climb. I didn't trade my future for a temporary shine. Everything around me started as a thought, then became a habit, then became a lot. Now I look back at the man who wanted fast and thank him for learning how to wait. Built slow, built strong, I kept moving when the road felt long. No shortcuts, no overnight crown. Brick by brick while the world counted me out. They wanted fast, I wanted forever. They chased the moment, I built something better. Built slow, built strong. Now what I built won't disappear when the pressure comes. Built through pain, built through patience, built through nights without recognition. Built when nobody believed, built when nobody cared, built until there was nothing left to prove. Built through pain, don't rush your destiny. Build something that can't survive it. Don't rush your destiny. Build something that can't survive it.
They said I needed talent. I needed something stronger. Discipline. I wasn't the smartest in the room, wasn't born with a silver spoon, didn't have a famous name, didn't have a shortcut to the game. I watched people move faster than me, watched them get opportunities, while I stood in the shadows, trying to figure out my strategy. At first I thought, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe my dream was simply too tough. Then I realized something nobody told me: talent can open the door, but discipline keeps you inside. Every morning, same mission. Every night, same vision. No matter how I feel, I keep moving. Discipline over talent, work over excuses, pain over comfort, pressure produces. They might be gifted, they might be fast, but I'll keep moving when their motivation is past. Day after day, night after night, made me earn the right. Made me earn the right. I stopped waiting to feel inspired, stopped looking for a reason when I was tired. Some days I was hungry, some days I was weak, but I still showed up with success when it speak. One step, one song, one goal, one grind. I kept building while they were changing their mind. They wanted instant, I wanted permanent. They wanted attention and I wanted development. They wanted the spotlight, I wanted the skill. They wanted the result, I wanted the will. Because talent disappears when you stop improving, but discipline stays when nobody's viewing. Discipline over talent, work over excuses, pain over comfort, pressure produces. They might be gifted, they might be fast, but I'll keep moving when the motivation is past. Day after day, night after night, made me earn the right, made me earn the right. Listen, you don't need to be the best on day one. You just need to become better than yesterday. That's the game. While they sleep, I sharpen. While they party, I practice. While they talk, I execute. While they quit, I continue. I don't compete with another man's journey. I compete with the man in the mirror. Every weakness becomes homework. Every mistake becomes another lesson. Every failure gets analyzed. Every success gets repeated. That's how you build something that doesn't collapse. Not by motivation, by repetition. There will be days when you don't feel strong. There will be nights when you wanna stop. That's when discipline matters most. Because anyone can work when they feel inspired. The real ones work when they feel nothing. Now the city moves slowly under midnight rain. Black car rolling through the neon lanes. Mask face, cold eyes, quiet confidence. I don't need to prove what I built, the results speak. Every scar, every failure, every lonely night was another payment for the life I wanted. Gold isn't what makes me rich, control is freedom. It's knowing I didn't quit when quitting was easier. That's the real luxury. Discipline over talent, work over excuses, pain over comfort, pressure produces. They might be gifted, they might be fast, but I'll keep moving when the motivation is past. Day after day, night after night, made me earn a ride. No magic, no shortcut, no lucky break, just discipline. With every choice I make, talent might make you notice, but discipline makes you dangerous. Keep showing up. Everybody wants the crown. Nobody wants the nights that come before it. They quit when it's dark. I stayed until the lights came on. I had days when nothing ever seemed to move. Worked all night but had nothing left to prove. Posted every dream but nobody would care. Built it in the silence while they laughed from everywhere. 1 month passed, then another one came. Still no money, still nobody knew my name. I checked the numbers, they were barely alive, but something in my chest still told me to survive. I could've stopped, I could've walked away, could've said maybe this just isn't my day. But every failure was asking me one thing: are you really ready to become the king? The hardest part is not starting the fight, it's staying in the fight. When you see no light, don't quit before the wind, don't leave before it begins. The door might be closed, but the key is within. They'll call you crazy, they'll say you can't, but the ones who keep moving are the ones who advance. You might be one step from changing everything, so don't quit. Don't quit before the wind. I watch people chase money and lose their soul, chase quick success and lose control. They wanted everything in one night, but real power takes time to build right. I learned to move when nobody was watching, learned to work when nobody was talking. No applause, no crowd, no cameras, no fame, just me and a mission and a hunger for change. Every mistake became part of the plan, every rejection made me understand. If the road gets harder, I don't turn around, I lower my head and I increase the sound. Don't quit before the wind, don't leave before it begins. The door might be closed, but the key is within. They'll call you crazy, they'll say you can't, but the ones who keep moving are the ones who advance. You might be one step from changing everything, so don't quit. Don't quit before the wind. Look, yeah, look. You don't need motivation
motivation every day. You need discipline when motivation fades. You don't need everybody to believe in your dream. You need enough belief to keep building the machine. Some days you'll lose, some days you'll bleed. Some days you'll question everything you believe. That's normal. What matters is what happens next. Do you stay down or do you get up and collect the next lesson? They only see the final picture, never saw the frame. Never saw the sleepless nights, never saw the pain. Never saw the empty wallet, never saw the doubt. Never saw the moments when I almost tapped out. But almost is not finished or broken, is not dead. Failure is not final. As long as you're moving, the story isn't ended. There were nights I wanted to disappear, but I remember why I started. There were days I saw no future, so I built one brick, one step, one decision, again and again and again. Now I'm driving through the city with the rain on the glass, looking at the skyline, thinking about the past. Same streets, same darkness, different man. I finally understand what nobody could explain. Success isn't the moment they finally know your name. Success is when you refuse to quit before the change. The mask hides my face, but it can't hide the scars. Every scar tells a story of how I reached these stars. I don't fear the darkness, I've lived there before. That's why when opportunity knocks, I'm ready at the door. Don't quit before the win, don't leave before it begins. The door might be closed, but the key is within. They'll call you crazy, they'll say you can't, but the ones who keep moving are the ones who advance. You might be one step from changing everything, so don't quit. Don't quit before the win. Don't quit when it's hard. Don't quit when they laugh. Don't quit when you're broke. Don't quit from the past. The night won't last forever. The morning will begin. Stay in the fight. Don't quit before the win. Maybe you're closer than you think. Maybe this failure is the last one before you break through. Don't quit.
Two men, same street, same dream, same 24 hours. One chose comfort, the other chose the pain. Started with nothing but a dream in our eyes. Same empty pockets, same cold city lights. Same broken roads underneath our feet. Same hunger inside, same desire to eat. He said, maybe tomorrow I start something new. I said, tomorrow ain't promised, I got work to do. He waited for luck, I waited for no one. While he talked about winning, I was already running. He blamed the system when the money stayed low. I studied my mistakes, found the places do grow. He spent every night looking for someone to blame. I spend every night trying to sharpen my game. Same sunrise, different routine. Same pressure, different mentality. The road doesn't choose who becomes a king. Your choices decide everything. Same start, different destiny. Same pain, different energy. One gave up, one believed. One stayed down, one achieved. It wasn't luck, it wasn't destiny. It was every choice made silently. Same city, same night. Same opportunity.
different destiny.
I watched him disappear into comfort and fear. Every year getting older, but never getting near. He wanted the money but hated the grind. Wanted a better life without changing his mind. I lost some friends when I changed my direction. They wanted to owe me, I wanted progression. They laughed when I said I would build me a name. Now they're watching from the dark while I'm changing the game. No shortcut, no cheat code, no handout. I carry my own load. Every failure put fire in my chest. Every rejection forced me to get better than the rest. Every night I wanted to quit and walk away. I remembered why I started and continued anyway. Same start, different destiny. Same pain, different energy. One gave up, one believed. One stayed down, one achieved. It wasn't luck, it wasn't destiny. It was every choice made silently. Same city, same night, same opportunity.
Different destiny left.
You could blame your past, you could blame your name, you could blame your family, you could blame the game. But sooner or later you gotta face the mirror. The voice in your head is the only one you hear up close. You want success, then sacrifice sleep. You want respect, then promises you keep. You want the crown to survive the pressure. You want the empire, then build under pressure. Nobody sees the nights when you're fighting yourself. Nobody sees the days when you choose discipline over wealth. Nobody sees the small steps, nobody sees the grind. But those little choices build the future in your mind. One bad habit can destroy 10 good plans. One strong decision can change who you become. Maybe we're not defeated by the world. Maybe we're defeated by the choices we repeat. Every day gives us another door. Walk through it or stay where you are. Now the black car moves slow through the midnight rain. City lights reflecting every scar and pain. Mask face in the mirror, but I know who's inside. A man who learned to lead when he had nowhere to hide. I don't celebrate the money, I celebrate the change. Because becoming stronger was a real exchange. From sleeping with a dream to waking with a plan. From waiting for a chance to becoming my own man. They see the luxury, they don't see the cars. They see the victory, they don't see the loss. That's why I never forget the boy I used to be. Because without those failures there'd be no victory. Same start, different destiny. Same pain, different energy. One gave up, one believed. One stayed down, one achieved. It wasn't luck, it wasn't destiny. It was every choice made silently. Same city, same night. Same opportunity. But I chose differently. Same start, different destiny. Your future isn't waiting for luck. It's waiting for your next decision. Choose carefully. They see the crown, they don't see the blood underneath it. They see the lights, they don't see the nights. No, 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 no. Yeah. They never saw me when the room was cold. When I had big dreams, but my pockets had holes. They never saw the nights I stayed wide awake, trying to build a future from every mistake. They saw me fail, then they walked away. They saw the struggle and decided I would stay. Maybe he's dreaming too big, that's what they said. While I was fighting battles inside of my head. No team, no money, no powerful name. Just one hungry man trying to change his game. I didn't have connections, I didn't have a guide. So I learned from every failure, I kept locked inside. They judged the chapter before the story was done. They didn't know I was becoming someone. They only see the crown, they don't see the nights. They only see the gold, they don't see the fights. They only see the winner standing in the light. Never saw the man who almost lost his life. They only see the crown, but I remember every night.
I remember working when nobody cared, building something small while the whole world stared. Every upload, every song, every step, every loss, I kept moving forward no matter what it cost. Some days got zero, some days got one, but I told myself the story isn't done. I learned how to improve instead of getting mad. Turned every low number into knowledge I never had. While they were sleeping, I was learning the game. While they were laughing, I was building my name. No celebration, no champagne, just another late night and another goal to take.
They only see the gold, they don't see the fights. They only see the winner standing in the light. Never saw the man who almost lost his life. They only see the crown, but I remember every night.
Listen, everybody loves the winner after he wins. Nobody loves the dreamer when the struggle begins. When you fail, they disappear. When you rise, they suddenly appear. Bro, I always knew you were gonna make it. No, you weren't there when I nearly couldn't take it. You didn't see the doubts I had to kill. You didn't see the discipline, the patience, the will. You didn't see the sacrifices I made. You only came around when the foundation was laid. So I don't need applause, I don't need your praise. I know who stayed real through the darkest days. The crown isn't proof that I was lucky. It's proof that I refused to become nothing.
Every failure left a scar. Every sacrifice pushed me far. Every lonely night built the man. They see the day that think success happened overnight. But I know how many years it took to become this version of me.
Under neon lights, city reflecting all the years of fights. Mask face, calm eyes, no need to explain. I don't chase their approval, I remember the pain. Gold on my wrist, but my mind stays cold, because I seen what happens when you lose control. I respect the struggle, I respect the grind, I respect every person who stayed on the climb. If they ask me how I made it this far, I'll tell them I didn't become a king because I wanted a crown. I became a king because I refused to stay down.
They only see the crown, they don't see the nights. They only see the gold, they don't see the fights. They only see the winner standing in the light. Never saw the man who almost lost his life. They only see the crown, but I remember every night. They see the empire, I remember the ground. They see the victory, I remember being down. They see the boss, I remember the doubt. They see the crown, I remember what it cost. If they only see your success, let them. You don't need them to understand the journey. You just need to remember why you started.
Nobody told me comfort has a price. You don't pay it today. You pay with the future you never built.
Kept sleeping, had the chance but I kept waiting. Every morning I said tomorrow, every night I drowned in sorrow. I watched the clock while the world moved on. Another day disappeared, another chance was gone. I told myself I still got time, but time doesn't stop when you're changing your mind. I chose the easy road, I chose the bed, while the future version of me was screaming in my head.
Get up, move, do something. I kept choosing what felt good over what was right. Comfort feels like peace when you're inside it, until you realize it stole your time. Comfort has a price, and someday you pay. Every dream you postpone gets farther away. You can sleep through the night, you can hide from the fight, but the future remembers every choice you made tonight. Comfort has a price, I learned it too late, so I chose the pain before it chose my fate. Yeah. I saw people passing me while I stayed still. They weren't more talented, they just had the will. They showed up every morning even when they were tired, while I kept making excuses for the life I desired. I blamed the economy, blamed the city, blamed the time, and blamed everybody. But deep in the mirror I already knew the biggest obstacle was standing in my shoes. So I stopped talking, started working, stopped dreaming, started building. No more maybe, no more someday, no more waiting for the perfect day. I learned that perfect timing doesn't exist. You either move now or become another person who says, I almost did it. Comfort has a price, and someday you pay. Every dream you postpone gets farther away. You can sleep through the night, you can hide from the fight, but the future remembers every choice you made tonight. Comfort has a price, I learned it too late, so I chose the pain before it chose my fate. Yeah. Comfort says, stay home. Fear says, don't go. Doubt says, but ambition says, move. You don't need another excuse, you need another action. 1 hour, 1 skill, 1 move, 1 lesson. That's how my life changes. Not overnight, but every night. While everybody wants the final destination, I'm focused on the next decision, because success isn't built in one giant moment. It's built in thousands of small choices nobody sees. You can keep waiting for motivation, or you can become your own motivation. One day, I look back and realize the years didn't disappear. I gave them away. That was the moment everything changed. I promised myself never again. Through the black glass, luxury lights moving while the old memories pass. Mask face, but I remember the man underneath, the one who was afraid to chase what he believed. Now I understand why the struggle mattered. Comfort would have kept me exactly where I started, that the pain was temporary, the regret would have lasted forever. So I chose the harder road, and it changed everything. Comfort has a price, and someday you pay. Every dream you postpone gets farther away. You can sleep through the night, you can hide from the fight, but the future remembers every choice you made tonight. Comfort has a price, but pain has a reward. I chose the struggle, and it opened the door. No more waiting, no more fear, no more wasting another year. If the future is calling, I'm answering tonight. The easy choice can feel good today, but the hard choice can change your life tomorrow. Choose wisely.
I thought I needed a team. Turns out I needed a lesson. Sometimes the wrong people enter your life to show you how strong you can become alone. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave them my trust, I gave them my time, gave them my secrets, gave them my grind. We talked about money, we talked about dreams, talked about building an empire from nothing but schemes. I thought they were brothers, I thought they were real, but loyalty disappears when there's something to steal. When the money got low, they started changing their tone. When the pressure got heavy, they left me alone. I called their phones, nobody picked up. Funny how the team disappears when the road gets rough.
That's when I learned what loyalty means.
Not who's beside you
When you're winning,
but who's there when everything falls apart. The wrong people made me strong. They showed me where I don't belong. Every betrayal, every lie made me colder inside. I lost the crew but found my way, lost that trust but found my strength. Now I move alone and I don't feel weak.
the wrong people made me strong.
I remember the night when the whole thing collapsed. Everybody disappeared, nobody had my back. One blamed another blamed me. Everybody wanted freedom, nobody wanted responsibilities. So I stopped explaining, stopped asking why, stopped chasing people who were ready to lie. I took every lesson and locked it inside, turned every betrayal into fuel for the ride. Now I move quiet, no need for a crowd, no need for 10 people just to make myself loud. One phone, one vision, one plan, one boss. If I lose everything, I'm revealed from the loss.
The wrong people made me strong.
They show me where I don't belong. Every betrayal, every lie made me colder inside. I lost the crew but found my way, lost the trust but found my strength. Now I move alone and I don't feel weak.
The wrong people made me strong.
Yeah, I don't hate them, I thank them. They gave me the lesson I couldn't buy. They show me fake smiles, fake love, fake loyalty, fake promises, fake alibis. Now I read the room before I shake a hand. Watch the actions, never trust the plan. Everybody talks when the money looks good, but pressure reveals who really would. I stopped building teams based on friendship alone. Started building foundations that could stand on their own. No emotional decisions, no blind trust, no giving everybody a seat on the bus. If you betray me, that's your choice. If I learn from it, that's my victory. You thought you broke me, you upgraded me.
Sometimes losing people is not a loss.
Sometimes it's protection. Sometimes the door closes because the people inside were never meant to walk with you. Yeah. Now the black car rolls with the midnight rain, city lights dancing across the window, pain mask, face cold hard but a clearer vision. Every move I make come from a different position. I don't need 10 people standing behind my name. I need one solid vision and the courage to stay. They see the luxury, they see the lights, they don't see the lonely late night drives. They don't see the nights when I question my way. They don't see the people I had to walk away. But every goodbye made room for a new chapter. Every betrayal made the mindset sharper. I lost the wrong people
And found myself.
colder inside. I lost the crew but found my way, lost that trust but found my strength. Now I move alone and I don't feel weak.
The wrong people made me strong.
They thought betrayal would make me fall, but every betrayal built another wall. Every goodbye made me move along. Now I know exactly
where I belong. The wrong people made me strong. Don't be afraid to walk alone. Sometimes the loneliest road leads to the strongest version of yourself.
Every king, every worker, every loser, every winner gets the same 24 hours. The difference is what you do with them.
used to waste hours scrolling through the night, watching other people's lives underneath the light, saying one day I'm gonna make it somehow. But one day kept becoming tomorrow somehow. I had the same clock, same 24, but I kept asking life for a little bit more. More time, more money, more chances, more luck. But time doesn't care if you're ready or stuck. Every minute I wasted was a piece of my future. Every excuse I made became another failure. I didn't lose because I wasn't talented enough. I lost because I didn't use what I had. Same clock, same day, different choices create different lives. 24 hours, that's all we get. Some build an empire, some live with regret. Same midnight, same sunrise, different decisions create different lives. You can waste the time, you can chase the grind, but the clock keeps moving whether you're ready or not. 24 hours, what will you do with yours? So I changed the way I treated every minute. Started looking at my future like my life depended on it. 1 hour learning, 1 hour creating, 1 hour building. No more procrastinating. I stopped asking, do I feel motivated? Started asking, what's the next move? Because feelings change with the mission stays. You can't build an empire with temporary moves. Some nights were lonely, some mornings were rough, but I kept showing up when showing up was enough. No applause, no crowd, no guarantee. Just faith in a man I was trying to become eventually. 24 hours, that's all we get. Some build an empire, some live with regret. Same midnight, same sunrise, different decisions create different lives. You can waste the time, you can chase the grind, but the clock keeps moving whether you're ready or not. 24 hours, what will you do with yours? Tick, 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 tock, the clock doesn't care about your excuses. Tick, tick, tock, time doesn't stop when your confidence loses. You say you're tired, everybody gets tired. You say it's hard, that's why it's required. You say you're waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There's only now. 1 year from today, you'll still be somewhere. Question is, will you be in the same place? Or will you look back and say, thank God I started? Don't compete with another man's timeline. Use your 24, build your own lifeline. Protect your attention, protect your energy, protect your mission, because distractions up expensive, and time is the currency you can never earn back. One day the clock will stop. No more tomorrow, no more next week, no more I'll start later. So while you still have time, now the city glows through the black window. Midnight rain falling on the road below. Man's face, quiet mind, watching the hours pass. I don't chase every moment, I make every moment last. Luxury isn't just a car that I drive, it's having control over the life I design. It's waking up knowing I didn't waste a chance, knowing every sacrifice helped me advance. They see the final picture, but I remember every frame, every hour, every film, yeah, every night without a name. Now I know the truth. Money can return, people can return, opportunities can return, but yesterday never does. 24 hours, that's all we get. Some build an empire, some live with regret. Same midnight, same sunrise, different decisions create different lives. You can waste the time, you can chase the grind, but the clock keeps moving whether you're ready or not. 24 hours, I finally know what they're worth. 24 hours, that's enough to change your life. Same clock, different choices, different destiny. Don't waste another minute.